Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to a D&D 5th edition one-shot. I am your lovely DM Pie Guy, and today's game is called Poison in the Jungle. And with me is a host of lovely players who we shall introduce and then introduce their characters. And since you're at the top, let's start with you.
I'm Eric, and I am playing. His given name was Worker 547314 when he was a slave worker in the mine. After that, he was sold to a fighting pit, and he has since been given the nickname Earthborn because he was asked, "What are you?" And he just said, "I am Earthborn." He is an Earth Genasi. He is a barbarian zealot.
Noise. And then from Earthborn, we're gonna move downwards to Phil.
My name is Chandler or Avuniket, and tonight I will be playing Phil. Phil is he's a barbarian. He is an ancestral guardian barbarian because his ancestors come and they help guard him. So yeah, that's Phil.
I hope Phil remains talking like that for the rest of his life.
Yep.
Okay, then we're moving to a smoky boy.
I'm Alex. I am playing a Tiefling Beastmaster Ranger using some of the new Ranger rules for the pets, but not all of them, just a couple here and there. Level 4. He is also a chain smoker who has no problem selling or giving cigarettes to children. And once I get my
They were
voice
candy
croaky,
cigarettes.
they are a gateway drug to real cigarettes. That's how I started. I'll get the voice once I get my throat nice and croaky and dry here in a couple of minutes. So but I have a little fiery bird which is made from my cigarette embers. His name is Frodo.
And last but not least, nothing.
Whoa, wait.
Oh my
Is it
god.
my turn?
Oh jeez.
Groovy, man. Greetings, family. In a past life, I was the Minotaur known as Beauregard Finebreaker, but I have transcended beyond the shackles of society's labels, and now identify as the free spirit known as Oh. During my years in college, I realized that all my unchecked rage and aggressions had left me lost and confused in the world. It's only when I took a gap year in the Fey realm that I truly found myself. Now I go where the Earth Mother wants me to be, telling my homo remedies and fighting the microaggressions caused by the man. I recently came to this guild because I heard whispers of some shrooms, and I'm really excited about that. Also, I am Kwashi, and I will be playing this wonderful person.
I was not prepared for this at all.
You know what? I think Bo and Mavakos are gonna be great friends.
Oh yeah, he hears cigarettes. It's just like, did someone say cigarettes?
You just
All
see
right.
the smoke.
Oh,
It's
All
everywhere.
right, okay, Kwashi, I love you to death, man, but I swear to God, if this character is based off of that one water buffalo from Zootopia, okay, I might have to leave, okay?
So it's a mix of that. It's a mix of college guys, the white pothead college guys, and it's a mix of Durkar. In that he is the complete antithesis of what Durkar is.
it's fair. It's very fair.
I
Is
heard
he's a minotaur, or I mean, he's a barbarian?
He's a barbarian, yes. The chillest barbarian.
Put yourselves wherever in the guild you guys would be.
I heard you say Earth Mother. That's gonna be That's gonna be interesting. How we get along.
Oh.
I will surprise you today because I am not going to the pie table.
Not gonna go to the pie table?
Now, this is Bo, man. It goes beyond the expectations of society.
Oh my jeez.
He goes beyond expectation.
Oh, boo.
Oh.
I think you mean bow, not boo.
Oh my gosh.
I played with Bo not too long ago.
There you
Okay, we're gonna save you for last again.
go.
All right, what is while in the guild at the lovely dessert table? Yeah, it's being served a bunch of different pies. Again, I originally thought that was an insult, but thank you, Kwashi.
No problem.
What's Earthborn doing at the pie table?
He's over at the pie table because it was the first table. I always imagine the entrance to the guild over here because it was the closest table. And he sit down and sitting down and looking at the pie and saying and wondering what it is. Excuse me, is this a frisbee?
Just for a funnies, give me a history check.
I play this guy. His intelligence is an 8, and I play it as maybe lower than an 8. So that's do history.
13? Okay, that's not bad. You call over one of the the servers in the guild hall. You ask them questions. At the same time, you've heard of the while being a slave, you've heard maybe some others talk about the mystical food, the very delicious, various fillings, a nice baked crust. You've heard of this mystical food called pie, and with the help of one of the servers in the guild, they pinpoint some of their favorites out to you and tell you what it is. This is very sweet and delicious dessert. Can have various fillings. It's good.
This fruit tastes like that of the gods. It is very good.
While you are snacking on some pies, what is Philium doing?
It's actually just Phil. Just Phil, thank you. My mother gave me the name, and I very much appreciate her for doing so. But I will probably be up at the bar, meekly trying to get the nice bartender's attention to order some water, if I could.
Okay, roll me roll me a persuasion.
Can I get a 17 from before?
No. 3. Rusty seems to be busy with some other people. He doesn't seem to notice you. Let's see something real quick.
That's fine. He's very busy. I understand.
So with the 74 that I just rolled, he doesn't seem to really notice you, but a few seconds go by and just the spectral hand drops a glass of water in front of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I would just sit there with my water.
Gonna make it canon that Rusty is divination and can see what people want. He saw you wanting a cup of water before you even walked in.
Rusty is God.
Yep.
So yeah. God went to Nam.
Mm-hmm. Mavakos, what are you doing there, friend?
Just sitting, watching the guild and just chain smoking non-stop. I'm just surrounded by smoke, and it's not the good kind. These are like the cheapest self-rolled cigarettes that you can make. And every time I run out, I just light them up with my tiefling background. I imagine I can make a little lighter on my thumb, and then I'm just puffing out this side of the guild. I don't care if there's a non-smoking section. I sit where I want.
Am I too distracting?
I gotta mentally prepare myself for this one. Bo, what are you doing?
Okay, so Bo is basically sitting next to this person who he can't see because of all the smokes, and he will look around and basically be like, Oh man, the acoustics in this place. And he pulls out, I have reflavored the lute to be a well-tuned guitar. And he looks around and just be like, how about we lighten up this place a bit? And he is going to play. I don't know how chip works, because I have the song that I wanted, but it's not there. I don't know how.
I don't remember how chip works.
I don't remember either. Do you just want to post it in the current game thread so we can see what it is?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will, because it's funny.
Please don't be Wonderboy.
Oh. For the listeners,
It's just like,
it's Bob
"Don't
Marley.
worry, be happy.
Roll me
And
a
it's just going that down.
Roll me a performance.
I don't care if it's good or bad, he's still going to be jamming.
Yeah.
I have a 0 in performance, let's see. Oh.
7. So in your head, you don't care. You're just jamming. Everyone else, though, hears this, large minotaur strumming away, kind of not great at a guitar, and just loudly singing. And you see the band that's currently playing kind of eyeing this minotaur a little bit.
He just kind of looks at it, just be, don't be sad, friends. Come on, join in. And he just gestures to them to join in. I roll persuasion to actually see
Yes.
if I could actually go. Okay, great.
You may.
I actually am proficient in persuasion, which is funny.
7.
Oh.
They look at you and they kind of, you see them kind of grunt and like kind of just like in annoyance, and they kind of begin looking at you in annoyance after you say this, and then one of the drummer of the group, who is an orc, says, "Oh, come on, guys, we're too good for this establishment anyways. Let's leave." And they begin packing up.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy on the drummer?
To do.
Alright, he hears these, because I can make an instantaneous sound that sounds like ominous whispers. I want it just to be like in his ear, and it's infernal, and it just says, "Don't worry, be happy," but spookily and in infernal.
Roll me intimidation with advantage.
I help him. Oh, never mind.
9. The orc doesn't seem that scared, but it's still a whispering voice coming out of nowhere, so even more in a rush, he begins just grabbing the instruments without packing them up and says, "Come on, guys, we gotta get out of here." And you see the band kind of just sprint out the door.
Alright.
This is strange combat.
Seeing that all the musicians have basically left. Okay, sorry. Seeing that all the musicians have left, he is going to turn at the smoking man right there. He's just be like, "Whoa, friend. Can I get a hit of whatever you're smoking over there? Seems fun."
I pull a pack out of the pocket and slide it towards him. There you go.
He kind of looks at it. It's just like,
Don't set
"What
yourself
kind of is this?"
ablaze.
What kind of cigarettes are these, by the way?
The really bad ones, just regular ones, but really bad. They're not
That's
not
for a
good.
Constitution saving throw.
Sure. If you want to, you may roll a Constitution saving throw.
Hey,
Listen. You're a champion. You've been smoking your whole life, except it's not been cigarettes, but it's been the good stuff.
This is just bad. It's not good.
He's just like, not my kind of stuff. And he'll look at the waitress and just be like, "Ma'am, could you get me some grass, please, if you don't mind? Not the drug kind. Not the drug kind. The actual grass."
The waitress looks at you, kind of nods their head, walks to the back. Maybe a minute goes by, and they come back with a bucket full of grass, just straight up grass.
All right, he is gonna go and chow down on that, and just chill there for a while.
Okay.
Future Mother Earth.
He's just like, "Oh, you wait. Did I say anything about
Future,
Mother?
the future mother. Here
Just
is another future mother. You have a victorious over band.
It's like, "Oh, my brother. So you are also traveler of the way. It is good to meet you. Tell me, where do you hail from?"
I hail from Mother.
Just like, oh, wow, me too. He looks at you, it's just be like, normally I go about the place from time to time. My people give me a special title, what you may call outlander. My people call homeless. And he's just gonna go back at that was horrible. I know.
I was typing, and then it took me a second, and I had to stop because I'm like, wait, did he say what I think he said?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Moving on. As he looks at it, I recently came here because I heard that there were some shrooms being passed around or something like that. Do you know anything about that sort of information?
Rooms come from mother, as do I. But I do not know of shrooms around here. I could ask her.
Just be like,
Mother,
oh.
he looked down around. Mother, could you get him some shrooms?
Just like both, I just listens. It's just listens expectantly, just waiting.
Roll me a perception with advantage, please.
Me or him?
You.
Perception. Okay, +2. Oh.
Wow. Okay, you are so in tune. You see, you feel the kind of the ground trembling a little bit, and you follow the tremors, and your eyes are brought towards the quest board, where there's a brand new posting on it, and you see as you're in tuned with the Earth Mother, and you spot the words mushrooms on this posting.
Said there's mushrooms over here. RP-wise, Gaia is his mother. Earth is his mother.
Oh no! Oh man, we're gonna get along so well.
You see at this point that Mavakos has evolved to cigars because they're thicker and produce more smoke. So he's just trying to hide himself at this point behind you.
Well, just do you mention the okay, so you mentioned the shroom thing.
He says mother says shrooms cannot grow here, but to look on flattened tree for shrooms.
It's like, oh, right, that sign over there. He just goes over one.
And now everyone else can roll me a perception check if you wish.
Oh, I want to do something. Can I roll an investigation?
Sure.
For a special reason. Okay. And can I roll
I'm blinded by my own. I'm blinded by my own smoke. My glasses don't help.
Okay.
So you want that
12.
12.
He looks at the board because Bo looks at this is just like, oh yeah, I forgot. I can't read. He just looks over to the field.
Yeah. As that's happening, Phil. Wow. Well, see, if you'd be everything, if you'd be the opposite, you actually would be able to read.
Oh god, this is amazing.
Phil, you're too busy kind of being shy and awkward at the bar to notice the guild board and Bo and Earthborn walking up. And Mavakos, yeah, you're just in your smoke cloud, so you don't see anything. But Bo, you see the posting, yes.
Okay. So with a 12, he doesn't know how to read. He gestures over to Phil. It's just like, excuse me, sir. Are you versed in letters, by any chance? Phil.
One second.
He's trying not to die.
I think he's busy trying not to die of laughter.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
No, so my wife is down here because right now with the computer is set up in what's going to be her office, and so she's setting up her bookshelves and everything. And so I had to take my headphones off and unplug them so she could hear the glory that was this roleplay situation going on. So I had to plug my headphones back in so I didn't get echo work.
Did she love it?
Yes, she did. It was quite beautiful.
Awesome.
I do read. Yes. But what exactly do you need help reading?
He points to the signboard. He's just like, I'm looking for some shrooms, and my brown friend over there had basically said that this flat board right here offers some information.
Okay. Let me see here. And he would walk up to the board, and yes. So it says here that the Ho- Heliana's Monster Hunting Guild. There's a monster in Lake Jungles. That sounds far off, but yes, it does say that there's some mushrooms there. So this might be what you're looking for.
Just
Do
like,
you, do you do you need help finding the mushrooms?
It's like, yes. Although I mostly traverse this plane with myself, it would be good to have some companions from time to time.
Oh,
As he looks
okay.
around.
And
My oh, okay, sorry.
I like to imagine with a 6 perception, while Phil is reading over this, he 100% misses the word dragon.
Yes. Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, because he's looking for mushrooms. He was told that the board said mushrooms on there, so he was just looking and he saw the word mushrooms, and so yeah.
As he looks at you, it's just like, oh no, don't be intimidated, my friend. Is there anyone in this guild who you might recommend to go on this venture with us?
I actually just sort of got here myself. I actually just got a glass of water here, and a badge, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. And I think I might ask my two compadres over there, the Earth Friend and the Smoke Face Man.
I
think it would be excellent companion.
I gotta know for my own reasons. What does Phil look like? Because right now he looks like an ogre.
Okay. So Phil is basically just a really big fat guy.
Okay.
Let me find the picture here.
You're just a fat guy who's a barbarian.
Fat
Yeah.
guy and a little armor.
Yeah. That's a pretty apt description. Posting it in current thread. Ah, why'd you do that?
Because the token really does make you look like an ogre. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe you look. Oh, you still look like an ogre, but it looks like an ogre out of like Warhammer.
Yeah, I could sort of see that. But no, he's like he sort of grew up in the mountains. But yeah, they sort of didn't like him too much because he wasn't hard enough. So he wasn't strong enough or tough enough, whatever they want to say. But
It's,
that's fine.
He only just ripped off the skulls of some giant horned beast and is wearing it.
His mom gave them to him.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, sir, but
Yes.
it looks like you are on fire. Do you need water? Mother has water.
Are you talking to me?
I was talking to you, and I talked to Mother as well.
Oh, well, no, thank you, I think, but also I don't think the ground is gonna talk back to you, so...
With Mother often. Mother is my constant companion.
Maybe, but that's kind of strange. I'm just gonna go back to smoking now.
Smoking. Okay, is that what that is? Well, enjoy your smoking. I will go visit with Mother elsewhere.
Good luck.
Bovine basically gets back down. It's just like, Mr. Cigarette Man, can I talk to you for a while?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm sorry for my intrusion by any chance, but
You're fine.
I know that you're resting over there, but there. Thank you. I'm glad that you caught on to that. Yes, there is. He looks at you. Beauregard Vinebrick, yes. He looks at you and he's basically gonna say, recently there's a job on the posting, and a bunch of us, he points to both the Earthman and Phil over there, would like some assistance getting there. My friend up there by the bar is rather shy, so he's taking it up, he's having a hard time making friends, and, I just want to help him out a bit if that's alright.
Well, smoking's the best way to make friends I ever knew. And I'm pretty good at directions, so sure, I'll lead you.
Alright, damn right.
You wish me and Mother to help you find mushrooms?
If we go to the forest, I can probably find mushrooms in about 3 seconds. That is my favorite terrain. I'm really good in the forest, so I try not to burn it down, though, but I'm good there.
She'll be happy to help you find mushrooms.
Alright, so you have your party. Are you all setting off to the jungle?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get up and stretch and put on my smoking jacket on top of my smoking shirt.
While you're also wearing your smoking pants, your smoking socks, your smoking shoes.
And my smoking glasses.
Yes. I feel like smoldering is a magic item.
I should get smoldering gear, but no. I'm just a tiefling who smokes a lot.
Okay. So you all begin departing to the jungle, where eventually you come across one of the very small little hovel villages in the jungle. About midday through your journey. Let me shrink everyone and then move maps.
It is nice to travel with Mother and friends.
And they welcome you in into the little village. You may put yourselves where you wish as I change music to this. Oh, also, I should probably ask, who has dark vision and how much?
I do not think Tanashis have dark vision. Nope, they do not.
Aw. The first time I don't have dark vision.
Despite being from under Earth to being underground. Yeah.
Once Monsters of the Multiverse releases, all Genasi are getting dark vision.
It's stupid.
If you want.
Yeah, because they are variant races, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can see some having it. I don't know about all.
I have dark vision. I am a tiefling.
Cuckoo.
Phil and me too, apparently. Fat man and smoking man. We got the. Also, I like the shape of this horse. It's very, very shapely.
It's very shapely. But they welcome you in. They tell you that some of their hunters are just returning. You see them up here, and a bunch of different people around the fires. Mavakos, I'll say now that you're actually here, if you wish to have read the posting on your way here, you could have.
Yeah.
And because you seem to be maybe a tad smarter than the rest of the folk.
A tad? A lot?
You read it all, you catch all of it. You see that the new hunting guild to Vierten has delegated this job to the Dungeon Delvers Guild, as this is not a beast they contend with. You absolutely read the words winged, shadowed, flying creature, flying above the jungle canopy, and you 100% read the word mushrooms, but also dragon.
Hey, you realize that these mushrooms are talking about dragons, right? Mr. Bovine.
And I imagine you're having this conversation on the way to the village.
No, I'm doing something. Hold on.
Mm.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's illegal, and I won't stand for it.
Chill out, bro.
Chill out, bro.
Why are you trying to like harsh as mellow?
Okay.
Drugs are really excellent.
I mean, that's what it stands for, right?
I go over to this guy and say, "Hello, sir. Me and friends and mother are looking for mushrooms. Have you seen mushrooms?"
I'll get to you in 1 second, but what I just got to acknowledge the mess of whatever that is in the chat.
It's a repeating shot attack. That's a +2.
But as you go up to this man, he responds to you with, oh yes, some of our hunters, we sent them out to get some food, and they sent word back that they found some mushrooms growing deep in the forest. They should be back with some. You wouldn't happen to be here to we think we've spotted a dragon. You wouldn't be here to help us with that, would you?
I am here to find mushrooms, and mother said, and to travel with mother.
He kind of gives you a look of like, oh.
I mean, I just came here for the shrooms, man, but you talking about dragons too? Man, that's out of sight.
I
Say
am.
we go for that. Have any of y'all seen a dragon before? Any chance?
You know mother?
No, sorry, I don't know your mother. And he kind of looks around Earthborn and says, we've certainly seen its shadow.
Hey, what is your name?
Craig.
Craig? Meet mother. Mother? Craig.
Do you just like point to the ground?
Yes.
He looks down and is like, hello.
Anyway, you saw a dragon?
Yes, we've certainly seen its shadow. We've been, whenever we see it fly overhead, we've been rushing to our homes. It's kind of scary to go out these days.
Yeah, maybe. Take one of these, it'll calm your nerves. And I hand him a cigarette, and then I light it for him. Now, take a deep breath and think about it. Where did it go?
I'm gonna over 100, over 50. He's an experienced smoker. Over 50 or under 50, he coughs it all up and is dying immediately.
Oh no!
He coughs it
He's-
all back up in your face.
He's dead! You killed him! You killed Craig!
Sir, those were meant for children. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Is he a garlic farmer? Is he Greg the garlic farmer?
I don't get it, but sure.
But on Facebook, I see a lot of this people who do D&D or gaming memes, and Greg the garlic farmer is from Honeywood.
Oh, I think I know
from
it.
the Viva La Viva guys.
This is you know what? This is Craig the somehow farming turnips in the middle of the jungle.
Ah, turnips.
He's the turnip turner. Got it. Turning nips. Turning turnips.
But he coughs it all up and says, we've seen it shadow.
Alright, well. Where's your boss?
We don't really have one. You talk to the hunters. They go out every few days. They're
Sure,
probably the
where are
most
they?
experienced here. He points behind you, and you see two hunters returning through the gates.
Great. I take the cigarette back and start smoking it.
He kind of coughs up and says, "Oh, that's probably for the best."
I'm gonna just walk up this way.
It is good to share.
You see the hunters coming back. While you guys are doing that, what's Phil doing at the campfire?
He's just sort of sitting by the fire, like he's just sort of waiting. He's really glad that he's here with everyone. He's enjoying the experience, but he's just sort of waiting now.
Okay, you feel calm by the fire, staring into the flames.
Whew.
It's nice and warm. Even it's surprisingly comfortable, despite the jungle being hot and humid. The campfire makes you feel warm and nice.
He awkwardly turns to the person next to him. And is like, so do you come here often?
The person next to you gives you an interesting look and says, I live here.
Oh, so that's probably a yes then, right?
Yes, that's a yes. You've never been here before, have you?
No, nope. First time. Can you tell?
It's kind of obvious.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And he just sort of goes back and sitting looking at the fire.
Okay, and now while Phil's kind of just there. I have a gut feeling that the second combat breaks out, Phil's gonna turn into a beast. That's what my gut tells me.
Well, you should get your gut checked.
What are these two doing as you guys see the hunters walking in?
I will just give them a friendly salutation, just like, peace, family. We're basically here because we heard some shrooms were here first, so I was looking personally to get high, but then I heard a dragon who was even higher, and I'm more interested in that. Have you heard any word about said dragon?
You see the hunters kind of glance at each other, and the one in front says, but yeah, we called to that new hunting guild we heard popped up. We sent word to them for aid. It looks like they sent it to us. And hey Bill, but this guy said he wants the mushrooms. We don't need them, do we? The other hunter says, I mean, I kind of wanted to keep some, but show them. And the other hunter in front says, yeah, show them.
Okay, so there are mushrooms there, correct?
Yeah, this guy walks to you and takes out a large bowl he's been carrying on his back and kind of unties it and has it in his hands. There are various colors, some red, some blues, some purples, and he says, yeah, well, we found them growing deeper in the jungle during our hunt last night. We don't know what they do. They kind of just appeared, so we decided to bring some back and, maybe they're edible.
Gotta roll a nature check.
Sure.
Me.
Wow. Okay. With a 20, you know your stuff, man. With a 20, you've heard, you swapped stories with other like-minded folk. And you've heard stories of walking and living mushrooms. Not only walking and living mushrooms, but walking and living mushrooms that absolutely can, they got some psychedelics to them. And these look in color and correct to be possibly parts or, maybe, what these walking, living mushrooms brought with them. And you know these walking and living mushrooms to be myconids.
I will basically look at my party and just be like, everyone, it is absolutely necessary that we head further into the forest. I will offer no explanation other than that.
Hello, I am son of mother, friend of Greg. Are you the hunters?
Yeah. The first one says, yeah. I'm just gonna use generic names. I'm Jeff. This is what I say, Billy, something like that. Yeah, I'm Jeff. This is Billy. We're the hunters for this little, I guess you can call it a village.
What else would you call it?
Home.
I am always home. I live with mother.
They both give each other a look of, okay. Well, we gave your we gave your we gave your friend here the mushrooms. Now, you guys here to help with that dragon problem we've been having? It's word's gone around to a few other of these villages in the jungle here. everyone's been spotting it. Everyone's been kind of scared to leave their homes. We've only really gone hunting at night now. It's been amazing that we've even been able to catch something. And you see kind of on the end of a spear, they have like a single bird. Doesn't look enough to really feed this this many people here. It says, well, we think the dragon's been either driving away all the prey or been eating it for itself. We really haven't had decent meals lately. We've been
Hold up.
hoping.
I'll stop you right there. You say they haven't eaten, right?
It looks like, yeah, they said they haven't really had the best of meals the past few days.
How many people are in this village?
At least like 6, 7 people.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I have rations. I'm going to take out 7 of them, and you will realize that those rations are granola bars, and I'm going to hand out each of them granola bars laced with weed.
Whoa!
At least they're not pot brownies. Yeah.
Well, they all graciously thank you and accept them, and they begin almost immediately chowing down. It definitely looks like they haven't had, as I said, the best of meals these past few days.
Just
If
feel like
something
eat up, boy.
If
As
something
he looks
is
too. Sorry, go ahead.
if something is dragon, lift it higher. Solve problem.
You see the main hunter, Jeff, right here, kind of like looks at you, Mavakos, with a look of, are your friends all right? Are you muted? Oh no, there you are.
Well, they're strange. We did come to help with your problem, so you're gonna have to tell me the problem, and I guess we'll figure it out from there. Tell me where to go, who to talk to, what to do, and we'll get there. Your villagers are probably also gonna be feeling real good for like a day, just so you know.
Okay. We didn't really go further than the mushrooms we found, but deeper in, I can show you the path. It leads you past a little river, and then we haven't heard. Yeah, Phil's just been screaming. Are we eating children? Are they babies? But Jeff tells you he can lead you the path that they've been hunting. They've kind of been sticking to, and that he kind of suspects deeper in the jungle where the mushrooms have been growing more rampant. That he hasn't personally seen it, but a few others have seen at least the shadow of this flying creature seemingly making home deeper into the jungle itself, and he can lead you down the path.
Alright, well, let's go.
Alright, I will offer one of the hunters, I will offer both of the hunters a nice big hug, because I am a swole boy, so I think I'd be able to catch both of them, and I will start heading off.
Okay, you see the older gentleman, Jeff, is kind of like the main hunter you've been talking to, is like really not approving of this. It's very like, why are you doing this? However, the younger one, Billy, is like all into it.
This feels mean, but if you have stat sheets, or if you just want to roll it off like the chat, could you roll a Constitution saving throw for me?
Sure, I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus like 1.
Both of them.
For both of them?
Yep.
Okay, so this is for Jeff. And this is for Billy.
Oh no.
Okay, so keep in mind, as he goes and embraces them, they realize it's a nice, good bear hug. Then they sniff Bo's fur.
Oh no.
Bo has been homeless, wandering for the last, past month or so. So, it's not gonna smell great.
He has not been homeless. He has been living with mother.
You see, despite enjoying the hug at first, you see Billy kind of like, okay, that's enough.
Pat them on their head, look at the others. Alright, friend, ready to go?
You see Jeff kind of tells the younger Billy, the younger hunter, go drop off the food, and then Jeff kind of looks at all of you and says, and then pauses for a second, looks past you and says, Is he coming too? And points to Phil.
The fat guy, Phil? Yeah, he'll come. I'm gonna walk over here. Be like, hey,
Yes, hi. Yeah, hi.
let's get going.
Oh, okay. Phil would get up and then he would awkwardly turn to the person that he's been sitting next to and just like stick his hand up to shake his hand.
He goes to shake your hand. We didn't roleplay it, but I like to imagine, for Phil's sake, this guy has been giving you advice the entire time. Like, the first awkward encounter, but then he kind of softened up and has been slowly giving you advice. You may not listen to all of it, but he's giving you advice at least on jungle life and how to live in the jungle.
So a TED Talk.
Yeah.
His name is Ted.
You know what? His name is... He shakes your hand and says his name is Ted.
Oh, nice to meet you, Ted. I'm Phil, and thank you so much for your talk about the jungle. I'm sure it will be very useful. All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Okay, if you will all just come right here for me, please, up here, so I can copy and paste you. Copy. Eventually, you make it to a trail where Jeff tells you that he'll let you to it. He has to return to the village, drop off the rest of their hunt, and he'll lead you guys to it as you delve deeper into the jungle as we come here. And it's a little darker out, but you don't need to worry about dark vision just yet. And you guys do immediately spy some of these trees are grown with some shrooms.
Can I do a perception or a nature check to see if anything looks out of whack that's not normal to like the foresty jungle region?
Do a perception or a nature.
I also.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Perception
So
nature.
this theoretically should be a +6 instead of a +4. Let's see if it works because it's my favorite terrain.
Well, is your favorite terrain jungle or forest?
It's forest, but there's no option for jungle.
Gotcha.
So I think they're synonymous.
Yeah,
Because
fair.
I looked to see if there was, just so I would know whether it was on or not. So
Okay.
yeah, but it's forest. So I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
so 16.
16 and a 17. These mushrooms do look similar to the ones that the hunters brought back. And with your knowledge, Bo, of the myconids, you can definitely tell that this may, in fact, from your previous knowledge, may or may not be a living colony.
Okay, I will relay that information to the rest of the party.
Bo, look, there's mushrooms there, and there's some up there.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say anything else. I'm just gonna say, even with the nat 20, Phil, you only see the mushrooms.
Cool. That's all Phil was looking for.
You don't spy. There's nothing out of place. There's nothing suspicious.
Yep.
It's just there's nothing moving around. Just mushrooms.
That's fair. I literally rolled that to see if I could see the mushrooms to tell Bo. So.
Are these actual frogs or just part of the map?
You want to see something?
Sure.
Actual frogs.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead, Alex. Sorry.
I was just laughing. That's all.
I'm making plans.
I wanted to make the maps more lively.
I saw you put the PD and the fog down the last map too.
I will warn everyone that yes, while mushrooms are friends, probably best that we be careful around these mushrooms. As he, relays the information about the myconids and so on and so forth.
So, as you say that, Phil, Mavakos, and Earthborn. Well, actually, Phil and Mavakos, Bo, the three of you notice it. So thankfully, you'll be fine. You guys notice that the mushrooms here kind of begin shimmering and shaking as they begin to grow into a more humanoid-like tiny little body. However, Earthborn, you don't see it coming as a tiny little mushroom figure sprouts out from the mushroom on this tree and tries to punch you in the face.
Okay.
For a 13.
That did not pass my armor class, so I don't think it doesn't do any damage, but it still probably hits me.
And yeah, you feel the punch connect, but it doesn't deal any damage to you. It's just a weak punch. However, yeah, Bo, you're able to shout to your friends as you see the mushrooms grow in time to warn them.
Oh God, I can't believe that's awesome.
Let me get this up to roll initiative.
Literally from a nat 20 to a nat
This is
1
what I think
Oh.
in one roll.
Damn, it's the song that I want. Yes! Fits so well. Oh, pan flutes. That's for a high.
Me and Phil both rolled a natural one.
And one of the mushrooms did also.
Alright, Bo, you're up first as you see these mushrooms sprout.
I'm more of a peace-loving guy, but at the same time, I don't want my nature friend over there being messed up. So I'm gonna go and help Phil over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Right? I'm asking the DM.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So advantage. Hiya. Well.
That hits.
Okay. Wait a second. I need to make sure I don't have. Okay, good. Good job. 5 slash.
5 slash, and you slice into this mushroom, and you kind of cut half of its stalk off, which are actually its legs, and it kind of slams into the ground. It's kind of now crawling around. Still seemingly after you guys, though.
Alright, I'll come back for the rest of you later, as he goes on foraging. Oh wait! Nah, I can't do that. Phil is next to me. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Mavakos, you see this sprout, this little myconid sprout in front of you, kind of begins shaking a little bit as some spores erupt from it. But you are fine, and I would like a perception check from you, please. 14, that is enough, as you hear some sloshing sounds from the nearby river, and wading out from it, you see 2 more larger mushroom-like figures.
Oh, that's rude.
And it is now your turn.
Cool. Does it look like these mushrooms that were right beside us are dangerous? Like they would attack us?
They do all look to be posing a threat. Yes.
Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is, for this guy up here, I am going to whip out the old longbow, and I am just gonna go ahead and try and bang out a sharpshooter shot with it.
Okay.
So it's a 10 to hit, which will miss. Wait, is that... No, that minus is a 5 already, so it's 15.
That hits.
So 21 magical piercing damage to that adult right there.
You see the arrow hits, and it just rips through a large chunk of the mushroom body, but it is barely hanging on, trying to trudge forward.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action and command my Beast of the Sky to do a shred attack, and it also has flyby, so when it flies out of reach, it's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's gonna try and attack this little myconid right here beside me.
Okay.
So it gets a melee weapon attack from me, which I'm just gonna use a short sword to... It's a +5 actually. Let me just see if I can do... It's this +5. So 19
Hits
to hit
the
this
little boy.
and it's gonna get 1d4 plus 5. So this +2. So it's gonna get 6 damage. And my boy is gonna go... It has 60 feet of fly speed. So it's gonna attack it and then it's gonna fly. We're gonna say it's gonna fly up into this tree right up here.
Okay.
So
Is
I'll
your
just-
boy using its beak to shred?
No, it's talons to shred.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just says shred. Yeah. So it's
Alright.
gonna, as it flies by, just like slash it with both of its sets of talons. And then I'm just gonna. I'm gonna post up here because I don't feel like getting smacked by a baby mushroom. So I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
And it's however high this tree is. If it's not, I would like it to be at least 15
yeah,
feet up.
it's a tree.
Yeah, so it's up in the tree, just kind of chilling.
Okay.
That's my turn.
This Myconid adult is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, and then dash 5, 10, 15, 20 to get here. This little sprout is going to 5. Ooh, I don't want to increase his size. Oh, no, that's wrong. He didn't suddenly grow. 5, 10, and just shimmy his way right there. This sprout is going to try and hit you, Earthborn, for a natural 20.
Ooh.
Jesus.
And it rolled ones on both of those.
Yup.
Funny.
As it slams into you, dealing some good old bludgeoning damage and some good old poison damage. You feel poisonous punch. You see some spores kind of go into your pores and deal some poison damage. You're not feeling good from the poison, but you're feeling healthy still. Phil!
So that,
Yes.
how much was it? How much damage was it?
10.
10?
There
Okay.
you
Yes. These guys are not nice, but we're gonna see. I don't like this one here, but I want to help my friend here, so I'm going to go and whack.
14 hits. You
Boom.
squish this little Myconid sprout, and it's dead. It is just a flat mushroom in the ground.
Okay, that's my turn.
Earthborn.
That was not nice! Mother angry! He will pull from an oversized pickaxe, which is basically just a battle axe that does piercing damage instead of slashing damage. Enter a rage and try to smash.
Okay.
Alright, 1d20 plus 5. And I wanted to make this do a reckless attack since he is angry.
Alright.
Ooh!
Yeah.
So it's max damage. Do you apply a modifier twice or just
Oh, it's just modifier once, rage damage once, dice roll plus max dice.
I can tell you confidently you're probably going to kill it.
So it does 1d8 plus 5, and then rage damage is plus 2, and as a zealot, first attack of every turn, I do an additional 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, it's dead twice over. You slam your pickaxe into this thing, and you now have a little mushroom corpse on the end of your pickaxe.
There you go.
Mushroom.
Any movement?
No.
Alright. At the top of the round, everyone give me another perception check, please.
Hmm.
18. Alright, so Mavakos and Bo, you don't notice it. You're too busy with your current mushrooms. However, the other two, you guys notice kind of crawling its way from part of the tree up here, a much larger, kind of angrier looking mushroom figure.
Oh no! It's big and spooky.
And Bo, you are up.
I will, first and foremost, I would ask if I could get a free action to high five Phil over there.
You may.
Alright, I do that and just be like, see, with the power of positivity, we can do anything.
But the question
I
is,
won't.
does Phil accept the high five?
Phil, as you go up to like high five in there, Phil goes to fist bump you. So it's that awkward like high five fist bump awkwardness.
You will take it. There's no awkwardness between Bo and you. And he will go and great axe. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And I will go with advantage. Give me a second, my sheet just decided. There we go. Great axe. 15.
That hits.
Alright. 8 slashing damage.
You slice this little mushroom figure right down the middle, splitting it in two as it dies.
Nice. Well, until that will be the end of my turn for now.
Okay, and this myconid adult is going to 10. I gotta remind myself how much they have. Okay, 20, and then 5, 10. We'll go right here. As it begins moving forward, Mavakos.
I'm gonna shoot this boy again with my old sharpshooter
All right.
to see if I can just get him out of here. Ooh.
The arrow goes flying right by it, and you see the arrow kind of veer off, and it kind of lands in the swamp water ahead of you.
Alright, I'm gonna use my bonus action to command Frodo to fly down his 15 feet, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet to get to this guy and attack him.
Okay.
Or try to attack him anyway. So it is d20 plus 5. 12.
Frodo hits.
Alright, so it's this plus 2. So 9 more damage. Jesus.
Frodo shreds into this myconid, just ripping it apart as it falls.
And then Frodo is just, I'm going to have him fly directly up 20 feet. So I'm going to put a little green dot for 2 on him. So he's just a whole dot now. Frodo is just a green dot. And then I'm going to take, let's see, 30 feet of it, because I can pretty much shoot anything on this map. I got 600-foot range. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to step up, lean against a tree, and I'm just going to puff on my cigarette a little bit more. That is
Alrighty.
much.
This myconid adult is going to is going to come right here in front of you, Bo, and is going to try and unleash some spores. But to be specific, he's going to try and you see some spores shoot out of his head as he tries to pacify you. I need a DC 11 con save, please.
Can you pacify a stoner?
We shall find out.
Can a barbarian fail a DC 11 con save? Is the bigger question.
Yes.
Oh!
The answer is yes.
As I would like to say, as this happens, he just kind of takes a good whiff. It's just like, that's the good shit. And just falls.
Yeah, with that, you kind of collapse to the ground. We'll say you kind of, not collapse to the ground, but you kind of fall backwards leaning on this tree stump as you are now considered stunned.
I'm got stoned.
Stunned and stoned. This little sprout is going to shimmy up to you, Earthborn, and try and slap you for a 17.
Hit.
You can't really half one, so you're just going to take 1. And 1 poison.
2 damage.
The Myconid Sovereign is going to be rushing forward to protect her remaining babies. 30. Get right here. Yes, yeah, Bo is accepting. He came for the mushrooms. He got the mushrooms. Phil.
Well, Phil is not happy about this at all, and in a very panicked voice, he just yells out, "No, Bo, what are you doing?" as he rages, which is not really raging. It's more like a panic attack.
Would
probably be a more apt description. Yes, it's an anxiety attack that Phil just made a friend, and now his friend is not doing well. So he's going to come up and recklessly attack with his warhammer.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
And it takes 12 bludgeoning damage, and it gets pushed back to this corner here.
Ooh, using
Crusher.
Ooh.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning, you can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space, provided the target is no more than one size larger than you.
Ooh, okay, nice. So, that's funny. If you go Rune Knight, you could push around big boys.
That is true.
All right, you
but I'm not gonna go Rune Knight.
You smush the mushroom a little bit and push him forward.
And that is all my turn. Sorry. That's actually 12 plus 4 or plus 2, so 14. I forgot to turn on range damage.
Okay. Earthborn. You have another tiny shroom in front of you.
Mushrooms are not mother's friends. Go back to your mother. And 5. Oh, I will miss with that, unfortunately.
With a 7. Hey, guess what? You hit.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. 1d8 for rage damage is 2. So 12, and then the d6 plus.
You
2.
slam into this tiny little sprout, and you now have another mushroom stuck on the end of your pickaxe.
He will then move over here towards this one.
Okay.
It's interesting. You have Crusher. I have a piercing. Is Bo slashing?
Nope.
Yeah, I think. No, he is. He's got a great axe.
Yeah, but he didn't take slasher.
All right. Is that your turn, Earthborn?
Yeah, that was my turn.
Bo, because of who you are, you can choose not to make the saving throw at the end of your turn, but if you wish to not be stunned, you may make the saving throw now because it's the end of your turn.
Nah, he took one hit. He wants to try the others. 24.
You
Termination.
You break out of the stun. You don't got this mushroom high anymore right now. But that is your turn.
That's fine.
The high wore off. Mavakos.
It's kind of coming down.
Oh, that's right. I would have done additional damage on the critical hit. But he still died one hit.
Alright, so with it being my turn, I'm probably going to shoot the big guy. That is, yeah, actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, as a bonus action, I am going to cast Ensnaring Strike on myself.
Okay.
Which basically means that here's what it does. So basically, if I hit a guy, they gotta make a strength save, or they are restrained.
Okay.
While restrained, they take damages. But I'm gonna try and shoot the Sovereign with, I have 600-foot range and no disadvantage, so I'm just gonna try and shoot it with a regular longbow shot this time.
Okay.
So that's a 12.
The arrow goes flying by.
Cool. Well, Ensnaring Strike is a concentration spell, so I have to hit them. So, other than that, you see I like to imagine, because this is the first time that Mavakos has ever cast this spell, that as I kind of unleashed it, the writhing vines around it kind of just got a little heavy on one side, tilted the arrow kind of off target. He's like, shit. And so I'm just gonna move over here, and then when I don't do anything with my guy, it just takes the dodge action. But he's 20 feet up in the air taking the dodge action, so.
Okay.
Frodo is hanging out.
The Myconid adult. Let's see. He's gonna try and use his pacifying spores again, this time on Earthborn, so I need a DC 11 con save.
Oh.
Variance failing con save. Oh no.
Barbarians are failing con
Right.
saves.
Is it con? I forget. It's either con or strength saves that you have advantage while you're raging, right? Is it strength?
It's
Advantage. Your strength, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, barbarians failing con save. So, Earthborn, you begin inhaling these shrooms, just like Bo did, and they kind of make you feel wonky a little bit, and you kind of just feel yourself swaying back and forth as you are now stunned. And this Myconid adult is going to is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. Begin backing up to the protection of their sovereign. And it is now the sovereign's turn, who is going to 5, 10, 30, and then dash 5, 10 to get right here. Phil!
Well, Phil's gonna go, well, he couldn't go over here because he wouldn't get advantage. But Bo is back up and awake, right?
He is.
All right. So then, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna whack on the big new thing that just popped up in here.
Okay.
So this is not reckless, but still with advantage. 21. And
Quick
does
question.
that hit?
Just, sorry. Your path, did you go here to here, or like this way?
No, I went over this way. Around.
So that is out of its... Okay, so it gets attack of opportunity.
Well,
That's
no one.
You're not in this square. You go to this square.
Oh,
That's what I'm asking. You're pathing. I didn't see the pathing.
yeah, nope, that is the path that I said I took. So yes, they would get an attack of opportunity.
They would try and claw at you with their fist.
That makes no sense, but sure.
Well, you know, listen. Listen, the art has giant claws, but it's a fist attack, so just roll with it.
I'm rolling.
Or you're going
I'm
to fail
taking it,
your
man.
next con save, too.
I'm grooving. I'm chilling, man. It's fine.
12.
That misses.
You duck out of the way. 21 does hit.
Okay, cool. So then that means that it takes 9 damage.
Nice.
I am. I'm not gonna move it. I am
Okay.
not gonna move it.
All right. You slam into this larger mushroom-like creature. It takes the hit. It seems pretty hardy compared to its youngins. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Earthborn, if you would like to give me a con save to end the effect.
Is this the beginning or the end of my turn that this happens?
End.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, I fail, and means rage also ends since I did not attack.
And you are still stunned. The man, this high, it's really getting you. Bo, you see your ally high as a kite. And now a
No.
giant mushroom in front of you.
Now, Bo is all good for a good time. However, he does not consent to other people being roofied in this case. So he, seeing this, is filled with microaggression.
Microaggression! That's great.
He is gonna go and make a great axe attack.
You have advantage, yeah, because you are flanking.
Oh yeah, I also forgot. I have to roll a 1d8 because I am a wild
Magic
Of
barbarian.
course you are!
Yes.
Let me see what I get. 4. So that is this first.
Oh,
time.
magic infuses one of your weapons. Until your rage ends, the weapon's damage type changes to force, and you can throw it like Thor.
Okay.
That's
let me
awesome.
see. Okay.
So 21 hits. So this is all force damage because
And I want you to see what type of rage damage it is.
triggered.
Triggered.
All right, so that is 10 triggered damage as you cut into this mushroom with Phil hammering it from behind. It's hurt. It's hurting. I'm still standing. It's got some cuts. It's flattened a little bit.
All right, that will be the end of my turn.
All right, Mavakos, you're behind a tree.
I'm gonna scramble out from behind said tree to 5, 10, 15, so I can see this big mushroom boy. And I'm gonna take a sharpshooter shot at the big thick one.
Okay.
My longbow for an 11
An 11.
probably misses.
You see, it hits. The arrow goes into the mushroom, but you see instead of actually impacting a vital part of the creature, it hits like a mushroomy almost armor that it has on, and it kind of just sinks into the mushroom. Like it's like hitting a pillow. It makes a soft impact rather than actually damaging the creature.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action since I'm still concentrating on this spell. To have Frodo fly down and try and slash it. It's gonna go 20 feet down and then 25. Try and slash it as it flies by for 30, 35, 40, and then basically fly 20 feet up in the air there. So.
Okay.
It is to hit for a 21.
That hits.
Frodo, man, just out here just slashing people with a shred attack.
Frodo fraggins.
For 9 more shred
smokes.
attacks. Just
Yeah, you guys are tearing into this sovereign.
correction, Frodo is tearing into the
Yeah.
sovereign. I've hit one time, Frodo is doing the rest. But yeah, that's I'm gonna use the rest of my movement, go back behind the tree. At 10,
Okay.
15. He's like, no, bye. That's it. That's the
Alright,
turn.
this Mike and an adult is going to give you a taste of your own medicine, Phil.
That's fine.
And is going to try and... I lied. I'm going to go third time's the charm. DC 11 con save. Ah!
Yep, that
That would
spore.
have been funny.
You the hallucinogenic spores unleash from it, and you begin to breathe it in, but kind of in an awkward state of anger, you quickly cover your mouth.
I turn and just yell at it, muffled. I do not consent.
It has no face, so it can't give you a look of weirdness. It's just mushroom.
That's fair.
The Sovereign has a few things it can do. It is funny because the Sovereign actually has hallucination spores. So first it's gonna pop out some spores with some hallucination spores, so I need a DC 12 con save from everyone around it. Even poor
dear.
old Earthborn.
I am happy.
Okay, so Bo, you're the only one who failed it. You are currently poisoned,
Oh no.
and you are also, while poisoned, you have the poison status effect. And instead of being stunned, you are now incapacitated as you're breathing in the hallucinogenics.
Oh no.
Bad.
And then, with its second thing it can do, the Sovereign is going to try and take an advantage fist attack at Phil. For a 19.
That hits.
And you are raging, or you're in a
I-
panic attack.
I am quote unquote raging.
Yes, so you're in a panic attack, so you take 5 bludgeoning and 8 poison.
Perfect.
I am now suggesting you rename it to anxiety attack.
Yep, that's what I'm going to work on that next.
All right, Phil.
Well, I got guys behind me, I got guys in front of me, but this one here seems to be it did something to Bo, and I do not like that. So
And because he's incapacitated, I don't think you gain flanking.
Nope, I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and recklessly, because now I'm really upset. So that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 11 total damage.
Okay, the Sovereign is definitely looking very hurt as you collectively smush it, slash it, and a tiny little spectral bird made of smoke tears into it.
I would like to, with that hit, basically push it over into this square here.
All right.
So push it away from Bo and Worker. Yep.
Because I want to, have some fun descriptions in my game from now on. Describe to me how, with your Warhammer swing, you slam it to the side.
I basically wind up, so it is now turned towards facing me. Mm-hmm. I drive the inside of my Warhammer right into the inside of what would be its left knee, mm-hmm. and cause it to buckle outward, and it sort of stumbles out to the next square over.
Okay. For that amazing description, you can have inspiration.
Ooh,
and I will let it be known...
For my next con save.
I will let it be known on this recording in this game right here. From now on in my games, I'm going to encourage awesome descriptions, descriptive descriptions of your attacks and actions, and if they sound awesome enough to me, I'm going to start handing out inspiration.
I appreciate you.
But
that is the end of my turn.
Alright, Worker, Earthborn, you may do that saving throw at the end of your turn again for the stun.
Alright, let's hopefully I wake up.
You jolt yourself out of the stun, and you are back. Bo, you may give me a DC 12 con save.
Imagine now the whispers of his mother kind of wake him up from his stupor.
Okay. Bo, you had a fun trip. What was it like?
Okay, so... during the trip, Bo would have basically just been passing through many different dimensions, seeing different family members. He would see his dad and he'd just be like, "Dad, you back from buying cigarettes?" And then he would just wake up.
Okay, you can have inspiration.
So are you saying that Bo's dad has been reincarnated as Mavakos?
Yes.
You snap out of the hallucination right as your father is coming back through the door. And that is also an end of turn save. Mavakos, you're also no longer poisoned. You ended the poisoned and incapacitation.
Alright, so I'm gonna move that 15 feet out from behind this tree. I'm just gonna do myself a yield normal longbow attack at the big boy.
That hits.
For 5 piercing plus my spell finally.
Yeah.
Ensnaring strike, so... they are now... so you see sprouting from the ground is this almost thorn bush of vines with thorns on it, and it kind of wraps around the Myconid Sovereign's legs and tries to pull it down as these magical vines kind of start to restrain it. And it needs to make a DC 12 strength saving throw, or else it's restrained.
Here is that saving throw.
Okay, so it is restrained, and while restrained by this spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check to try and bust out.
Okay.
Cool, so that was my action, since you see it, and I'm just, yes! Napoleon style. And I'm gonna leave him there, and I'm gonna tell Frodo to go take care of the teen. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then fly 20 feet down to try and attack him, and then do a flyby.
I like how the dot is literally...
10, 15. And it's, instead of going 20 feet back up as it flies by, Frodo is just going to stay at normal ground level, but it's going to try and do a flyby, a shred attack. For a 12?
That hits.
Alright, so Frodo is going to drop 7 damage as it just flies, and with its like, I like to imagine it's diving and almost looks like a little fire, like just fire flying through the sky, and its claws come out and just whoosh, and just slash across its face as it flies by.
The first
7
thing
damage.
I imagine is the Pokemon attack, Brave Bird.
Yeah, that's a good one. So 7 total damage from Frodo.
All right, this Myconid has cuts in it. It's been smooshed a little bit. It's kind of hanging on some of the mushroom type. What's the actual scientific word for mushroom?
Mycelium?
Yeah.
Fungus. Okay.
Yeah, the mycelia is kind of tearing apart. It's hanging around, but barely.
Alright. And then I'm gonna do the old boop-a-doop.
Right behind the tree.
I mean, I'm a ranger. I hide behind trees and pop out and shoot stuff.
Right.
But yes, that is my turn.
The adult is going to shimmy around to try and protect the sovereign and come right here next to it. And it's going to try and hit you, Phil.
Okay.
Did you reckless?
Yes, I did.
All right, so it's going to try and hit you with advantage.
Yep.
For a 19.
That hits.
Okay. I round up, so 3, 4, 3, some number. I don't care. I don't
9
have
total.
time enough to open my calculator. Yes. Yes. So it punches you kind of in your knee. It hurts. It's not a fun feeling, and you feel the poisonous contact of the shroom kind of writhing through your veins. It is now the Sovereign's turn, who takes a d6 of damage, correct?
Yes. D6 on the start of all of its turns, and it's a minute long, so...
And it's an action to break out?
Yes.
Okay.
So this effectively, this would be the 3rd round, so I'm just gonna I'll put 3 on this thing. That's how many rounds it's been with this up so far. But yeah, it is a DC 12 if it wants to bust out. DC strength check, not strength save. So.
You gonna roll the damage at the top of its
sorry.
turn?
Mobby. 4.
4. Wouldn't this be funny when I realize it has a reach of 10? It doesn't.
Oh.
The vines kind of just start gripping a little tighter as their
And it is an action to try and break free, right?
Yes, it is a action by either that thing or something else to do a DC 12 strength check against my spell save. So
All right. It is going to try and use its action to break free.
Okay. DC 12 strength check. It busts out of him.
It just kind of does the, the classic hero move in movies where the hero has a bunch of villains on them and then just shakes them off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that move right there. And then it's just gonna take a step forward towards you, Bo. And that's its turn because that was its action.
Hey man, it saved someone getting messed up.
Phil.
Well, Phil doesn't like that, so he's gonna come in and he's gonna whack at it.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah, I'm not gonna go for the fancy. So reckless attacking.
All right.
24. For 5 bludgeoning and 2 rage, and I'm not gonna move him anywhere.
Okay. This sovereign is looking not great. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, Earthborn, you're up. You're no longer hallucinating. You're no longer incapacitated. You're finally ready to strike.
We come as friends. You hurt me. You hurt Mother. Mother's vines. So he will rage again and he will drop his shield and take the pickaxe, oversized pickaxe in both hands, and run towards him and leap up in the air and kind of like try to come down to the leap with 2 hands, a superhero kind of attack and reckless attack to try to hit him.
All right.
Or her.
That hits.
Alright, so 1d8 plus 7, and I didn't roll very well on that, so I'm going to use the Piercer ability to re-roll that. Oh, I have to down it.
Well,
Oh,
as you drop your shield, grab your pickaxe in two hands, go leaping into the air like a superhero, describe to me how you come down on top of the Sovereign and kill it.
oh, that kills it even with the lower. And I forgot that I'm doing a D10 instead of a D8, and I would do my D6 and this. Well. So he comes jumping towards it, the pickaxe coming down at the top of the mushroom head, and as he does that, he also a spear of stone shoots up from below, from the earth, making contact where the pickaxe hits the head, making just a straight through the body, and then he stumbles to the ground next to it.
Awesome. You may receive inspiration.
Did inspiration stack? Think so.
I don't think so.
No.
I think I've written down I have it from Noah's game, but it doesn't always carry over. But either way, I have it now.
Mm-hmm. Is that your turn, or any more movement?
No.
All right, Bo. You may have not taken any damage since combat started, but you've also been high for a large majority of combat.
It's just how I like it. All right, let's see. And he is gonna move on to. I'm going to reckless to give advantage. So as an action, great axe.
17 hits. It has 1 health. How do you kill it?
I am gonna do two things. One, I'm gonna hit this thing with the flat of my axe as. Give me a second. Where is it? No, where is it? I forgot. It's something that I can do. It's a bonus action. Ah, here it is. Alright, so I'm going to hit it with my great axe. Eat it. And as a bonus action, I'm just gonna gore it up in the air and then, yes, I try and gobble it as best as possible. Since it's dead, I just automatically hit it up in the air, right? Oh.
Hi, are you muted?
Yeah.
I realized I muted myself. I thought I unmuted myself. Roll me a dexterity to try and catch it in your mouth. Just straight dexterity.
I would like to use my inspiration for that. Would that be possible?
Sure, you could re-roll
Awesome.
again, or I'll say if you don't want to just re-roll, I can say your re-roll would be to take the 20.
I'll take the 20.
Okay, you guys see Bo rush up, slam into this thing with their axe, cut it, throw it up into the air with the hammering horns, and they just, with a big chomp, catch it in their mouths and begins eating it. Bo, you receive a very diluted hallucination effect. You're not fully, tripping, but it's definitely there.
Awesome. I'd like to start collecting the pieces from this thing.
Sure, you may roll me a survival check if you wish, and because I think it's cool, you can do it with advantage because you're into this stuff.
Nice. What check? You kind of broke up there.
Oh, sorry, survival.
FO.
You didn't even need it. You managed to chop up some bits from the Sovereign, the adults, and the tiny little sprouts, and I'll say you can get a bundle of about. I'm gonna roll 2d20, and we'll see how much you get. You get a bundle of 14 diluted psychedelic mushrooms.
Awesome. All right. And I'll look
These
around.
mushrooms were not mother's friends.
I
Yes, they
will.
came-
All right, go ahead. No, it's fine.
Bad siblings.
Bo will basically collect all those mushrooms. He got 14 of them, and he will look around at each of you, just be like, "I'm not much of a greedy man, so do any of you want to partake of mushrooms?"
No, thank you. It doesn't really sit well with me, But I am gonna drink one of these, and I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
Just like, all right. And he's just gonna put them back, dejected, but kind of happy at the same time because he
He
gets
would
all.
take. I mean, if you're offering him a mushroom, he wouldn't take a lot. Take one dose.
All right, you will give you one dose. He will look over at Muffakus, who is basically still, I'm guessing, still hiding by the tree.
I moved around the tree and now I'm just petting Frodo.
Ah, okay then. You want any mushrooms, buddy? Your feathered friend over there as well?
Nah, I'm good. He'd just burn them up.
Okay. Just
If
put
you want them
back-
toasted, however, I can toast them for you pretty easy.
I will give you at least 5 of them to toast.
All right. As you kind of, I hold them in my hand, and you see that Frodo just kind of like flies around my hand, creating a little, basically a convection oven on my hand, and then he carries them back over to you, nice and toasted.
So with that, you can change 5 of those mushrooms into 5 rations.
I'm already ahead of you.
And
Psychedelic rations.
I will say, for the fun part, the non-toasted mushrooms, I will say when consumed, you will be voluntarily giving yourself the incapacitated condition for a minute.
That's fine. Okay, that's legit what this is all for.
In the middle of a fight, nah, I'm done with this. Just bam.
Exactly.
I don't even
So
play.
they don't really help you, but you know, I mean, you can get high.
I mean, that's the whole point of this character.
If you played someone who was more into poisoning things, you could poison someone, but I don't think that would be much into his mindset.
Alright, cool.
I catch a frog.
Yeah, that was like my next best thing.
If you want to catch a frog, roll me a sleight of hand.
I would also like to do that.
You may roll me a sleight of hand.
I want to see if I could also get second.
Psychedelic frogs.
I'm just gonna start moving my way
So
this way.
with
See what
a 17, Earthborn, you managed to catch the frog. With a 7, this family of frogs, Bo, they begin leaping away to another lily pad away from you.
I just want to lick you. That's all wrong. I mean, technically yes, but
That's funny.
Hey man, consent.
yeah, I know.
You don't know if they're sentient. As I wag my finger at you.
I'm
I
just gonna
have-
maneuver.
I have Papa.
I lick them. Oh no, it's a grung poison.
Alright, Mavakos, you're heading down the pathway.
You know it. Just
You
keeping
can
an
see,
eye out.
well, I mean, all of these orange things are also mushrooms.
Healing potion heals how much? On the
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, basic is 2d4 plus 2.
he doesn't like that punch he got.
Yep. I'm just gonna keep an eye out, see if I notice anything other than these mushrooms.
Much, but
There you go. I'm just gonna keep moving, letting people lick frogs and do whatever they want to do.
All
not their babysitter.
Well, while y'all are doing that, and while Phil is going to grab a drink, do we want to take maybe like a 10-minute break, get food, maybe some snacks, use the bathroom?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to pause the recording. YouTube land, you're being paused. Hey, we're not paused anymore, YouTube lands. We're back into the game. Mavakos, roll me perception check. Or survival, whatever's better, as you walk down the pathway. 11, you begin walking, and despite having dark vision, it takes a little bit for your eyes to adjust and for you to notice, but the further down you go, the foggier and foggier it gets, and the harder it seems to see for 2 of your allies.
should we be moving without being seen?
I mean, y'all may certainly stealth if you wish.
He's just asking that out loud.
Yeah, asking.
could ask other
stuff. Oh shit! I have a 2 in stealth. That's nice. Okay, fine. Let's try it.
I mean, nothing seems out of a miss for me, so I'm just gonna keep walking. If you guys feel like you want to be slow, to be, but I don't see anything it's bad, so I'm gonna keep going.
I just came down from like a redonkulous high, so slow and steady seems like the best approach for now.
Well, hopefully everyone who can see, and everyone who can't as you continue walking. And Mavakos and Phil, I believe you guys have the dark vision.
We do.
You can see that with some more walking, maybe a few 30, 40 minutes go by, you find yourselves in what look to be some old jungle ruins. And everyone who should see, and I believe the other two can't. Hopefully.
Man.
We're all the way down at the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Oh, now you
basically
put do you want to put Mavakos behind Frodo so I can see Frodo?
You see at least like 5 feet, shouldn't we? But not like very far. But,
nope.
Yeah.
If you got no dark vision, you pretty much can't see anything.
Yeah. And it's foggy enough to the point where it is obscuring your vision if you don't have it.
I would what? If he can't.
Bo always has like his hair pulled down to his eyes, so for everything, he's just darkness. It's just like, wow, it's darker than usual.
Is Earthborn lighting a torch?
Yes, I will light a torch as well.
Alright, both of you are lighting a torch, so I will... I believe that's 20 bright, 20 dim.
Yes,
yeah,
that is correct.
Yeah.
You can attack with it too and do 1 fire damage.
But I need one-handed weapons. I have one-handed weapons? Oh yeah, I have a javelin. It should work.
So hopefully, once I do this... Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. Bright light, 20. Low light, 20. And hopefully, Bo and Earthborn, you guys can now see.
Yay. Wow, that's a lot of water.
I can only see the bridge and a little bit of water, but
Perfect. And as you light the torches, you guys find yourselves what look to be an old jungle ruins.
I can see a bridge, but okay. Look to the other two and just be like, what do y'all see?
Just fog and ruins.
I
can make it foggier as I exhale more smoke.
Why are we here?
God.
Why are we here?
Investigation.
So we were going to investigate?
Yep, that's what we're gonna go do, I guess.
Yeah, save.
I'm gonna walk up here and move my bird with me. Actually, I'm gonna fly just so he's kind of out the way. He's just gonna fly up in there. He's basically gonna stay, I don't know, 20 feet above me pretty much all the time. So.
Okay.
This is pretty scary. And if it's a full action, healing potions are full, right?
That's for me in my campaigns.
Oh,
That's not necessarily a rule. Yeah.
How do you roll it?
I'm gonna say you're gonna roll it.
Okay, then I had to roll 2. Oh, cool. That first one was already a 10. Perfect.
There you go. Cool.
Alright.
I'm gonna keep walking. 15, 20, 30. I'll move like there. He's just gonna fly. I mean, unless I see something, I'm just keep walking.
No.
I don't have my bow out, nothing at the ready. I'm just kind of like keeping an eye out and just. Yeah, I'm just gonna move my token over. This guy over there.
Is this like a river?
Yes.
Like a stream?
Yes. It seems to be connected to that same river you guys were, where you were fighting the Mushy Boys.
It's very wet.
I would like to cross the stream.
Okay. It is different from where mother bore me.
It's not that deep. You can walk through the stream. Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Not moving anymore. My shoes are wet.
Okay. Bo and Earthborn. It's funny because you guys aren't the ones with dark vision, but your ears certainly work. You guys can hear like the sloshing of water, like the unnatural sloshing of water, as if something was inside of it. Something was under the water coming from further up.
Upstream is this way?
Yes, upstream.
Hold on. Before we move, let me just look at that thing. 60 feet. This you say up the stream, right?
Yeah, up this way. You hear the sound of something possibly underwater up this way. These are ruins that you can hide behind. You can't walk through them, obviously.
Just gonna walk around them to over here, and then just unless I see anything, like I said,
Are
I'm
there?
just gonna keep walking.
Am I doing this?
And with your perceptions, you also notice that there seems to be absolutely no wildlife of any kind around.
Okay, big.
I'm gonna move this way. I'm not trying to cross the river at its widest berth, because that just seems dumb. Like from a ranger perspective, whose favorite terrain is forest, that just seems
Seems
stupid.
dumb.
So
I'm gonna try and use this. I'm gonna use magic awareness to see if I find any like magical stuff up above.
60 feet. Okay. As you get to where you are, you do not feel any magic. I mean, you feel if any of your allies have any magic items on them.
Okay, that's fair.
And as you all get closer, the two folk who failed their perception, being Phil and Mavakos, you can roll again.
He's going to use, since this is kind of a creepy area, use Murder Stone. And then try and stealth.
My shoes are still wet. They're sloshing.
You may try and stealth.
now
But
that I'm
you, first time only with a 2. That stinks.
how do you have
Mavakos.
plus 11 to stealth? Is a
Murder Stone guaranteed once per day is pass without trace.
so it's plus 10. That's nice.
Mavakos, you definitely hear the sounds of something sloshing and moving up in the water up here.
Can I see up there, or is it above? Like,
It is above. You can't really see up there. You have to go up the stairs. However, with the 19, as you and Bo as well, as you guys get closer, you also see something under the ground, right here-ish.
Interesting.
Here?
Yeah, like right here-ish.
I'm a step back for a second.
Yeah, same. Can I make a perception check as I step back?
Yeah.
See if I could do this thing. Perception. There's.
You can't really make anything out, but you swear for a quick glimpse you saw something underneath the earth.
I'm gonna pick up just like a rock or something that's around me and just throw it at it.
Okay, you pick up a rock to throw as it hits something. It doesn't hit dirt. However, it hits this creature as it shuffles out from the earth with a very angry look on its face.
Oh no. That's rude.
Is that a badger or is?
I can
Okay.
grow the token for you all to see.
Ah, wonderful.
Out of game, I know what it is, but doesn't mean I know what it is in game.
And at the same time, you also all notice the water above you all begins sloshing more and more, and more water kind of begins pouring down this waterfall as breaching from the water is a green winged dragonoid. As it stares down at you with angry eyes for disturbing its slumber. Alright, and that is the green guard drake is first. I'm going to put on different music. We're going to put this on. Let's see.
Is dexterity more than mine?
What's your dex?
14.
Well then, no, you're first.
Awesome. I just, wanted as much advantage as
you're
possible.
first.
All right, so let's see.
Actually, I'm not going to play. I'm going to go back to Cephalopod.
All right. So, 1,
Cephalopod.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna use my javelin. Guessing I see that shit now. I am gonna do the sensible thing, and I am going to. Actually, no, that's not how I play it. I'm gonna use my javelin. A 19.
A 19 hits.
And all right, and I am going to use my. I'm gonna just try and throw it up again. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so it's my proficiency bonus plus my strength, so that would be 10 plus 3, so that would be 13. Strength saving throw 13.
13 strength save.
Yep. Okay, that's
19.
fair. Yeah, that would be the end of my turn.
Okay, now the guard drake. Very mad at you. You just hit it. And he's gonna try and take some revenge. He's gonna try and chomp at your ankles.
Chomp.
For an 8.
Disappointed.
And then he's
Lot
gonna
more
try
meat.
and whip around and thwack you with his tail.
That will hit.
For a 22 for 8 bludgeoning. Alrighty, Earthborn, you're up.
Earthborn still doesn't see any of this, does he? And that's because was Boa the torch out? Would he?
Yeah.
I mean, if you see anything on the map, you see what you see.
Oh, okay. So I can still see because of his light.
Mhm.
Still doesn't know why we're here exactly. And so he is going to try to stealth and sneak up to these guys and say, "They want mushrooms. Why are we here?" So he's not hiding from them, but still trying to remain unnoticed. And so he's all covered, his skin looks like very camouflaged from the earth around him, and anyone else in that aura who wants to be covered by Mother Earth's hide can get the +10.
Alright, so is that your turn? You're stealthing and you're walking up and asking Philomavikos what you're doing?
Yeah, why are we here?
Well, either you can answer.
I was just gonna wait till my turn because I'm next.
I was gonna say, yeah, I would go on my turn.
Alright, well, if that's all you're doing then, Mavikos.
Oh, you're looking for mushrooms? Things. Probably kill this dragon thing. And I am going to do. Just actually, I'm gonna step right there. And this Drake thing right there. I think I'm within the range I want to be. Or is that right? 45 feet. Yes, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
As a bonus action, hit myself with little red boy over here, and then I'm gonna try, as I kind of just like very slowly step back, I'm gonna kind of try and take a very precise shot and try and hit it with a sharpshooter shot.
Alright.
I'm gonna miss.
You're gonna miss, and it hits the stone behind it.
Alright, that's fine. And then my Frodo, like I said, he's 20 feet up in the air. He's just flying around. Takes the dodge action until I order him to do something.
Alright. Phil.
Phil's just gonna look at Earthborn and be like, wait, we're helping Bo! And he's going to have another anxiety attack. And 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to recklessly take a Warhammer attack against this thing.
Okay.
That's a 20.
That hits.
For 8 bludgeoning and 2 rage. And I like to imagine that I'm basically like running up one-handed, like like I'm playing like a horse-mounted croquette, and I just catch it right underneath its chin, and I push it back 5 feet to there.
Okay. Alrighty, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, the green dragon wormling is gonna take flight. And it's gonna fly up. Well, it's strategically flying up to be 15 feet above you guys. As you see it open its maw and unleash a cloud of poisonous breath.
Oh, concept. Oh, that's some damage.
Okay.
So just
Oh,
on
thank
those two.
God.
If the bird is 20 feet up, then yes.
Sweet.
So you guys succeed. You take half of that, so you take 10.
That still sucks.
You take 10 poison damage, and the wormling is going to stay flying in the sky. Bo.
Just gonna keep doing. How is this looking?
It's looking fairly good still.
Gonna take a gander. Considering that this thing, 'cause I want to stay in character. Considering this thing just attacked poor Phil, so will be filled with microaggression, and he is gonna start being triggered. Let me see. So, damn. Oh yeah, I also have to roll for my policy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I got again.
Roll that d8. A 5.
Ooh, what's that do?
Five.
Whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage.
Okay, so let's do this shit. Okay, so. I can't use. Goddamn. Okay, javelin. 13 hit.
A 14 just hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so take
So 4.
2 trigger. Yeah, so 2 trigger damage and 4 piercing.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's taken some hurt, but it's still looking fairly decent.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. The green guard drake is going to try and return the favor first with a bite.
I would like to remind the DM here that all attacks against not me from that thing are at disadvantage thanks to my ancestral protectors.
Ooh, did you? Oh yeah, you start raging, so I'll roll again. Well,
Still
a
a
10.
10?
And it's going to try and tail whip you. Disadvantage. For a 13.
That misses.
Okay, it is gonna position. It's gonna move and position itself. Actually, they're a team. They're working in tandem. They're smart enough creatures. At least the dragon is. Well, they're both dragonids, so they're smart enough. This green guard drake is smart enough not to get into the cone. So it's gonna stay where it is. Earthborn.
Help, Bo. Help, friend. And he will pull off a javelin off his back. And which one targeted Bo throw javelin at?
The guard drake has been trying to hit Bo.
But which one did he throw his javelin at?
Well, he didn't throw it, he just stabbed it.
Yeah, he's been stabbing the guard drake.
Because I can't use two-handed weapons at this point because of the torch. Question, and I know it's probably a no. Can I clench the torch between my teeth and try and swing?
I think he would grab the javelin and try to throw it at the same one he's tried to stab.
Okay. If I know DMs have allowed me to do it with Durkar to have a free hand. If you wish, you can tie your torch to your horn.
Okay, cool.
21 hits.
Alright, so javelin the 1d6 plus 1. Okay.
For 6, okay.
Did that help, Bo?
It does look
Bo.
hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He just said that out loud. Did that help, Bo?
Bo just looks back at you, just groovy, man, and he just raises a thumb at you.
A hoof.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
No.
Okay. Mavakos.
All right. So, would you say that Frodo also gets Hunter's Mark damage against an enemy he hits? If not, it's fine.
I'm forgetting if that's an effect of OG Beastmaster or if Matt Mercer just ended up giving that to Laura as an upgrade.
It's not technically part of a ranger. I just thought I would ask because it's fun.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
not, it's fine.
I'll give it to you for this game.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to use my bonus action first and command Frodo to fly in and try and shred and fly out. So 20 feet down, 25 to 30.
Going for the Wormling or the Guard?
For the Wormling. So
Okay.
25, 30, and then 35, 40, and end up in this square, but 20 feet up in the air.
And I will say, to get up to where the stairs are, I'll say it's about like 15, 20 feet up. So you can either climb or walk the stairs.
Alright, so he's still 20 feet up there, but he basically flew, dive bomb to shred and fly back up just over there. So it's a d20 plus 5, so a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And it's going to be this much damage plus 2, and then I'll roll a d6 for it. So a grand total of 7 damage from shred attack as it flies in. And then I'm not trying to attract this dragon yet, so I'm going to try and shoot the Wormling with a sharpshooter shot from here.
The Wormling or the Drake? Or the Guard Drake?
The Guard Drake, that's what I meant. That's the small boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and hit it with I'm basically trying to aim so I don't hit my friend with a sharpshooter shot.
Well,
natural 20 plus 7 more, so what's that?
15,
10,
25,
there you go.
33?
Yeah, with one shot from that.
Well,
so we just did
32?
Yeah, we did like 40 damage to it.
Please describe how you killed a Guard Drake.
I like to imagine as Frodo just slams in at Frodo's launched an arrow kind of following the flaming line that Frodo the Fire Falcon has made, and it just follows suit, and as soon as he lifts up, the Guard Drake going up to try and snap at Frodo just catches an arrow in the open maw and drops it to the ground.
Phil,
and then
you just feel the air being cut right next to your ear.
And then I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and duck and dive down into these ruins over here because I'm pretty sure I just pissed off this
I was going to say, you were trying not to, but you may or may not have caught the ire of this Wormling.
I'm just like, bye! Dive
right.
over here. That is my turn.
Phil.
Alright. So it's 15 feet up in the air, right?
It is, yes.
Let me see. And I'm guessing the only way to get up here would be to go around these stairs on the left.
You can try climbing or the stairs, yes.
Well, I'd like to try to keep my rage up. And I'm guessing it's probably going to move here in a bit. So I'm going to drop my Warhammer and pull out a javelin, and I'm going to throw a javelin up at it.
All right, and the fun thing about rage is, hit or miss, you keep rage.
Exactly. This doesn't get any of the bonuses of raging, but, I still want it. I still need to keep it up.
Well, have
performance.
Javelins.
17 hit?
That just hits.
For just 7. No rage.
Alrighty. You clip its wing, and the javelin is kind of stuck in its wing.
I need that back! That's my turn.
Alright, the green dragon Wormling. Well, I'm going to roll a d6. It is not back.
Thank God.
Let's see here. It is going to fly and descend to be on the ground right here.
Well, that's rude.
And it, as this medium. It's not large. It is about the size of maybe like a Saint Bernard. This is the Saint Bernard-sized dragon wormling is going to try and bite you, Mavokos.
I would like to remind the DM that Ancestral Protectors, it has disadvantage.
Ooh, it does. Well, it got an 11.
Okay.
Yay, misses.
Is that
Yay,
like the entire
misses.
battlefield?
What?
Is that the entire battlefield? I didn't know.
While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn
Yeah.
has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you, and when the target hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Bo.
It is-
Okay, so this thing, I can still see this thing in my periphery. Would you say that tying the...
It'll be a free action, yeah.
Cool. Great. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a healing potion. Now,
Alright.
remember my rule is that I don't drink healing potions. You just pick out a gigantic bong with like red liquid inside, and I will take back.
That's great.
Oh, that is so good.
It's like, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I'm gonna dash. You know how this thing works by.
Mhm.
Boring rush.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there, and
Use those horns. A 9 misses.
ah.
As you put your head down to gore like a bull, the wormling can hear your heavy hoof prints across the ground as they rush towards you, or as you rush towards them, and they flap out of the way and dodge.
Okay, that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Earthborn.
Isn't angry, but he's supposed to be helping Bo. So, can't get into range to. So he will move over here and throw another javelin.
Okay. That hits. As this wormling has another javelin pierced into one of its wings. For 9. Ooh.
Am I doing that right? Oh, no, it's only +1. So that's only a 5. I was looking at the wrong number.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Mavokos, you have this wormling in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I don't like doing melee shit. So bonus action, I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to him.
Alrighty.
Action, I'm gonna disengage and be like, bye, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Over there.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move just so I can keep him, so I can actually see it. I'm just gonna move my thing there for now, just so I can see it. Although he's not actually. Yeah, he's right there. I can find him. But that's my turn. I like to imagine I was like, nope, you guys got this, and just we're like,
Just sprint
Yeah.
through the river.
you guys got this, and I just exhale a big mouthful of cigarette smoke and just.
That's your
Make it.
disengage.
Yes.
Is you like stunning it? You're vaping in its face.
It's like the Looney Tunes where you make a smoke version of yourself, like, and I just run away.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
Phil.
All right. Picking up a weapon is a free action, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So as he goes rushing over, he would like as he's running, pick up his warhammer and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to put an attack right into it recklessly.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That hits.
For 9 bludgeoning and 2 rage, and I basically, since it's facing this way, I want to hit it like right in what would be its right rib cage, and push it over to this block here.
All right, you push it above onto some of the ruined steps as it tries to steady itself on the ruins.
And that is my turn.
It is its turn. Let's roll that d6. It does not have it back. Let's see. What are you gonna do? It is going to... Thematically, I know what you did. RP-wise, I know what you did, but in reality, you kind of just ran away while the dragon was looking at you.
Oh yeah, I don't imagine that that it doesn't know where I went. I just ran away so I didn't get bit.
So you hear the flapping of wings as coming over the kind of like a Jurassic Park moment, flying over the top of the ruins. You see the Wormling land once again in front of you.
You dick.
As it tries,
I say to the dragon,
chomp into you.
Nope.
Nope. You are faster than this tiny dragon. Bo.
Oh no, Bo went away.
Well, Bo, yeah, Bo, I see you calculating, but you are muted. I'm sure you're aware.
That's my bad.
You weren't aware. Okay.
Yes. All right. So I was trying to get to here, but trying to get advantage, but that's not working out. So let's see. I'm gonna move. Is this here obstructing?
It is obstructing view. So, but you did see the Wormling fly back there.
Okay.
And you definitely saw me run around through the water and just dive behind there.
Okay. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3.
And as you round the corner, you see the Wormling standing in front of Mavakos, like doing, again, like the Looney Tunes of like trying to jump out of the way every time it bites.
It's like, yeah, ha, 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 smoke me, ha, ha, ha,
Okay.
You can't get me.
I hate trying to reckless, but this is the best thing. I am gonna go and try and reckless. Back.
16 hits.
Okay. Let me put on my trigger. There we go. Trigger damage. Trigger
As
12.
you bring your great axe down, how do you kill the green dragon Wormling?
Yes.
I would like to say that Bo basically looks at this thing and just be like, I'm all about love and free love. However, you'll be hurting my friends, and I don't think I can deal with that. And he is just going to go charging round right here, twist himself in midair, and just slice this thing's head off.
Nice. And that
And then you would cut this.
is combat.
Hey.
What would you guys like to do now?
Well, as you could tell from the various things that Phil is wearing, his family is very big on building armor out of their trophies, and so he would like to come up here because he saw this thing had a lot of really cool looking features, and he'd like to try to harvest some parts from it to replace armor, because his mom said that he couldn't come home until he got rid of the armor she gave him and he had his own.
Sure, roll me a survival.
Cool. I'm going to use your inspiration.
You may re-roll.
Oh, slightly better.
It's not the best work. You kind of do just straight up butcher this guard drake, but in the process, you do manage to get maybe like 3 intact scales.
Okay.
You kind of hammered away its jaw, so the teeth are kind of all broken.
That's fair. That was the first hit.
Yes.
Bo's going up the stairs.
Roll perception to see if I see anything interesting up here. I knew it came from here.
Sure.
Okay. Perception.
Well, you see a cave. Mavakos, what are you doing?
You know, I kind of just want to take a couple dragon scales.
Sure, roll me survival. You're not trying to butcher it. You're kind of just, you're not trying to specifically harvest it, but like Phil was with the guard drake, it's kind of a rough job. You get about the same kind of deal. 3 Wormling
that's
scales.
Fine. It's mainly just to say I did it.
They're not very big because it's the Wormling's the size of like a Saint Bernard, but
that's fine. And then I guess I'm just gonna follow up the stairs and see what you see up here. Hey, look, a cave.
You guys do indeed
It's a
see.
cave, and I will ask the concerned.
Hey, I lived in a cave when I was young. I wonder what is in this cave.
Probably not what you are used to.
How deep is the water here?
It's shallow towards the edges, but it does get maybe about waist, almost neck deep for you guys towards the middle.
Maybe we find
water.
Gems.
What was that, Phil?
Is there anything in the water?
You can give me a perception.
Cool. Of course, that's when I roll good.
You see bones, animal bones.
Oh. Okay.
Do you guys delve into the cave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you all delve into the cave, please everyone roll me perception again.
My shoes are wet.
Okay, Phil.
Going into a cave is like going inside Mother.
Oh, don't like that.
If we could never say that again, regular Earthborn, that's just very uncomfortable for a lot of people. I'm not going to judge your private practices, but gross.
Earthborn and Phil, you guys really don't see much. Bo, you notice that there does... Yeah, you broke Bo's chill. Bo,
you snap Bo out of his chilled, stoned nature.
Bo, you notice that there does seem to be a very small hoard of gold, various jewels, and different items in one part of this cave. Mavakos, you notice that too, but with your perception, you notice something else is off. There seems to be an odd shimmer on one of the back walls of the cave where this hoard is located.
I'm just going to shoot it with an arrow.
You shoot it with an arrow, and the arrow goes right through.
Huh.
The wall ate your the wall ate your arrow.
No,
Did you try to shoot Mother?
Why do I get myself involved with idiots? No, I think it's an illusion.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure. Wow,
sense.
Phil! It makes sense. Listen, it adds up.
it checks out.
I feel like all these rolls for Phil, you don't tell him that you're right or what it is. You just say, yeah, it checks out.
Yeah, it checks out.
Magical awareness. There are indeed several magic items in this small hoard. Up ahead on the cave wall is absolutely illusion magic, and there seems to be more magical presence from behind the illusory wall as well.
Well, Phil, check it out that, it's an illusion, so he's just going to walk through it.
Okay, you walk through the illusion, and the illusion fades as you walk through it, and all of you notice a much deeper, larger section of this cave that seems to have been carved out. This high platform in the middle, and seems to be filled with loot. Gold, gems, paintings, all this everything. And as you all see this, I would like a history check from everyone.
Interesting.
Great average.
There are many beautiful things inside the earth. Well, inside Mother.
We're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
Let's not say that.
maybe never say that ever again.
Yeah, that's weird.
In
In general, that's out of character. That's
You
weird.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
Now, out of character, that's weird and uncomfortable, and you shouldn't
Yeah,
say it.
I'm kind of saying that as me right now. Like, actually, it's a bit weird.
I rolled a 16.
History is okay.
Alright, Phil and Earthborn, you guys got no clue. Bo and Mavakos, however, you have some draconic knowledge. You know that Papa Green Dragon and Mama Green Dragon tend to really not leave the roost until their wormlings are of adult age. So the smaller, more front horde that was in front of the illusion most probably belonged to the wormling. However, you're now in the adult's lair. And they may be back soon.
We should probably leave. Or grab whatever items you want. We need to get out. Unless you want to die, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not here to rule your life.
Well, if you think that we should leave, does Phil see anything like out of the corner of his eye that he might find useful or want or catch his fancy or anything like that?
Philium, roll me another perception check, please. I'll say with advantage. You spy. Your family's all about armor, right? It may not be armor, but you do spy a very comfortable looking set of slippers.
Ooh.
And you all may roll perception, yes.
He would grab them and like tuck them into his belt and turn around to leave.
Okay. You're all going to get an item no matter how bad you roll with your perception. If you wish, you may also, running from the horde, or grabbing what you can, I'll say collectively, not each, but whoever grabs the gold and gems, you would get around 400 and 25 gold worth in coins, worth of gold. So 425 worth of gold coins. You also pick up a few gemstones. Someone roll me a D4. All right, you get 4 gemstones, each worth 10 gold.
Each of us, or what in total?
This is in total. So this is like one person grabbing. You're all kind of grabbing stuff as you're, been told, hey, if you want to stay here, you're gonna die. But I'm imagining this, you're all kind of grabbing as you're leaving. Mavakos, as you're leaving, I'm unsure if you have them yet, but you spy you'll know what they are when I say them. You spy a nice pair of bracers.
Ooh, I do not have them. But as I spy them and I grab, can I actually burn my last spell slot to do this? To see how close the dragons actually are? Because I'm in my favorite terrain of a cave and a forest, so I can know if they're within 6 miles of us.
At first, as you're kind of grabbing everything and you're all running out, nothing pings, but the closer outside you get, they definitely ping at least on the edge of 6 miles. And closing.
They're coming fast, boys. So grab what you want and get out. We got 6 miles, maybe. Barely can tell, but they're coming fast.
Bo, roll me a D3. Someone let me know what he gets.
A 2.
2. You get yourself. And I'll just let you know. So Mavakos, braces of archery. Phil, slippers of spider climbing.
Ooh.
Bo, you get a rust bag of tricks. And for our good friend Earthborn, you can become more with the earth as you find a nice cloak of elven kind.
Mm-hmm.
And someone roll me. How about Bo roll me a d6, Mavakos roll me a d6. 4 and a 2. So the 4, as you are kind of running and looting from the larger horde, Bo, you managed to also pick up a small shrine that looks to have a statuette to Tiamat. And Bo, with a 2, you pick up a if you can carry it, or if you get one of your barbarian friends to carry it if you wish, you find within the smaller horde of the Wormling, for some reason, he decided to grab a hogshead containing 65 gallons of clean drinking water.
I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna leave that there. If you were
Did I
saying
say Bo twice? I meant Mavako, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the hogshead there. I ain't trying to carry a hogshead of cleaning water.
Let me see. Phil will grab it.
Okay. I'll say, as you all run out, I'm just going to move you towards the cave mouth, because as you all run out, you eventually see the fog kind of clears up a little bit as you're running. And as you kind of get to the second path, Mavakos, you look behind you, and you see landing at the front of the cave two
Oh, they're so
very...
cute. Oh, never mind.
If you're within 30 feet of Earthborn, the moss and dirt and other things would kind of like bind and cover you to make so the passed out trace would keep you guys hidden as we flee.
Yes, as you guys hide, stealth away, you find, you look back, Mavakos, and see two very angry-looking adult green dragons make their land. And I imagine you guys go back to the village, probably tell them that there are worse things to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Then mushrooms.
Grab mushrooms, then mushrooms, go back to the guild hall, report. You have your gold to split, you have your items, you've survived the poison in the jungle. However, now there is a bigger supply of poison within the jungle to deal with for some more experienced, hardier members of the guild. And that is where we will end tonight's game.